Welcome everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. We've got 0 people in chat, which is about normal for me. Uh, since Bruce is here, the Pod Slayer is here, then we probably are going to have better luck pulling in the masses. I try to welcome everyone. We're going to allow people a chance to come in here. I did a whole bunch of peppers. I did a chocolate jigsaw. The purple gator jigsaw is an interesting pepper. I might try to do 2 or 3 of those later this week. Hey, Kim, how you doing? Kim, welcome. But I found I'm enjoying the different peppers. I think it was the purple gator jigsaw that I thought was one of the best peppers I've ever eaten.
Really?
Yeah.
It's one of these dark ones, huh?
Red and purple. It's in the front. I'm sorry, it's in the back. It's the purple one. Yeah.
Yeah, mine's at the bottom right.
Right. It is. I didn't think.
They look cool.
I didn't think the purple Carolina Reaper. I haven't done that yet. But it's we got 6 already. Well, we got 6. Let me recognize some people in here, guys. Kim, my number 1 fan, Burris. Kim is rocks, guys, just rocks. Cold Creek Catfishing, welcome. We're going to be doing some super hot peppers today, and we're going to be doing them at. I and or Bruce are going to be intermittently doing these if we can make them, guys. Work is very challenging. As we know, Bruce and my life are very busy. So if we can both make it, great. If one can make it, that's great. But I just am thrilled to have Bruce Podslayer cook back. It's been going back to work, and the new place is awesome. Okie Grower, thank you for coming on in. I appreciate you, bud. Okie Grower, thank you so much. Nick, I am the Noise Opera, one of my first followers, by the way. One of my first followers. And my most cherished. I'm loyal to the bone, guys. I am absolutely loyal. Yes, if you would hit the thumbs up. If I could ask you guys to share out, that would be awesome. Bud Files, welcome, Bud Files. We're going to be doing some super hot peppers today, and I'm thrilled to have you here, guys. Bruce Podslayer Cook and myself have a big box. Bruce, why don't you show them the box of peppers that you have? We both have one of these. Look at how beautiful these peppers are, guys, and we haven't even touched them hardly, right?
I love the colors.
Awesome. They're awesome peppers. Cold Creek, appreciate it. Okie Grower, thank you. Ashley, how you doing? Great to have you. We're gonna wait till we get about 15 people in here, guys. Yeah, I've already fried my taste, but it's true. I don't. I could tell people what happened, but it would ruin it for all the haters. It's funny. Yes. Bruce, could someone drop Bruce Podslayer Cooks? Ashley, it's awesome having you here. Awesome. You're so busy. I know you are. But if someone could drop Bruce Podslayer Cooks channel, that would be fantastic. You can go to my past videos with Bruce Podslayer Cook and look in the description. I have his link in there. And I will put his link in the comment section. I'll pin it to the top. But we're thrilled to have him today. Guys, life is very busy, and YouTube is the least important thing that we have going. We've got to take care of issues, and that includes everyone. Face the Ace. Fantastic. Welcome. We've got 10 in the house. Welcome, haters and lovers alike. Got some great peppers for you today, guys. Nez Lover, thank you. Thank you for coming in, Nets. Hey, Nets, if you could, welcome, Nets. Thank you very much. Nez, sorry to put you to work so early. Could you put up Bruce Podslayer Cook's link, if you would? That'd be fantastic. Someone asked for it. Yeah, well, it's until my ulcer forms. I'm sure Bruce is working on his, but I'm.
Oh yeah.
My years are numbered, right, guys? I'm older. This is going to end someday. I'm gonna do a pepper and just bleed through the rectum, and then it's all over. Skip, Grey Wolf Outdoors, great to have you. You know the crowd here, bud. Good seeing you, Skip. You know what, guys? It's always the people that can't do. It's always the people that can't do. I have no hate for anyone, and I refuse to get into it. I'm just thrilled, guys, that we can meet. We can talk about peppers. Bruce is the expert of us two by far. And I have no problem admitting that, because I don't want to be an expert. Most of the information I've heard about peppers is a little bit confusing. So I just, I asked Bruce how this all works, and he has a good understanding of basics and some pretty significant stuff. And I go from there. Yeah, it will be it'd be crazy. You'll find a big pepper seed. It's stuck in my nostril, and I'll never die. I got enough preservatives in me, like a package of bologna, right? Steve Lowe, welcome, buddy. We're gonna do some super hots for you today. We got 11 in the house. We're gonna wait till we get 15, guys. It's gonna be slow. Mondays are hard, guys. Mondays are hard. Thank you, Grey Wolf. You're not going to regret it. Bruce talks about growing peppers, which is great. Bruce, why don't you tell a little bit about your channel and what you do, because you do more than pepper stuff.
Yeah, it's a variety of hobbies that I have. So the peppers are one thing. When I first started my channel, it was a mix of some things that I'm still doing. I do the pepper challenges, hot sauce reviews. Also, one of my hobbies is paintball. I do work at a paintball place. Plus, it's been a hobby of mine for over a couple decades. So there's a little bit of paintball going on there. Recently, I added another hobby of mine. It's going out and shooting firearms and stuff. So I don't focus on that too much. Usually, just the paintball and the pepper thing, but I do throw up like a target shooting video up every once in a while. Just basically pretty much my hobbies.
And you do quite a bit of most of them. I think some of them you were just putting your toe into because you liked like shooting and stuff like that too. Mm-hmm. But YouTube is very finicky about that kind of stuff. So it's really I'm not sure.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not. So where do they stand with that kind of stuff? Can you have guns on there or?
Yeah, definitely. There's guidelines and stuff. I do watch other gun channels. There's a lot of things that they'll do that I won't do because I'm not focusing my channel on that. It just happens to be a fun thing I wanted to throw up a few videos on. But it just certain things you can't do. But I don't do anything that would get me in trouble with YouTube anyway. So they don't want you showing things.
Great, Skip. Thanks. And guys, this is what this is for too. Bruce just finished up. I stepped on him by accident, but he said he doesn't really do that controversial stuff, and neither do most people. I think we're just doing what we find to be fun, right? And it's not really that crazy, right? Bruce and I just found a common bond with peppers and doing some hot stuff and all that, and so that's where we're going. Only produced 2 jalapenos. Okay, Bruce, Steve Loke said my jalapeno plant only produced 2 jalapenos this year. What would you say to a guy with that? You gave me some nutrition advice. What would you say to him?
Well, first off, I'd like to know what size container he's putting them in. I think certain annuums, plants that are only known to put out for one season, they typically don't get that big, so you don't want to put them in too big of a container or it's a waste. But I'd say something like that. Make sure you have it in anywhere from like I'd say no less than a 1 gallon container. Maybe recommend having a 2 gallon. But you do want it you want to get a lot of nitrogen into the plant to get it to grow to maximum size. Plus, have it in a good sized container. And then
he says 5 gallon. Bruce, he says 5 gallon.
Okay. So I'd say once it starts flowering, put some nutrition that has like extra phosphor in it, like phosphorus. I'd say bone meal. Plants really love that once they're flowering and fruiting. But plants like pepper plants like jalapenos that put out real girthy peppers, they're not typically known for putting out a lot of peppers. And if he only got 2 peppers out of it, that could have just been the genetics of it. It might not have been anything wrong he was doing.
Okay. So it could be nutrition, definitely could be plant size, bucket size. So the larger the better. And if nutrition doesn't work, it's genetics. That's where it goes with that. Is that right? Where if it's not nutrition, it's just the genetics of the jalapenos.
Genetics can have a lot to do with it.
Okay, fantastic. We got 10 in the house, guys, which is just fine for me. It says my jalapenos, I think, produce 3 peppers. There you go. So Bruce just clarified that. That's a comment. That's a trait of the jalapeno plant. They just don't produce a ton of peppers.
Well, it might be the genetics and the particular seed that the plant came from. You can pull seeds out of one pepper and grow one plant from one of those seeds and get a ton of peppers, and then another seed might produce a plant that you may only get a few peppers out of. So it just depends on the seed. Like my Nagamorich plants, like I got next to no peppers out of it this year, even though I did the same exact thing with it last year. Last year I got more peppers out of them, and it might have just been there's like 3 plants out there. It might have just been those particular seeds, but I maybe got a total of like 15 peppers out of 3 plants, where all my other plants have put out hundreds of their peppers.
Well, so, see, I didn't know that. That's why I'm listening. I just, it's funny what you don't know. You expect plants to produce roughly the same. It's just not the case. I didn't.
Yeah,
have any
definitely not.
Okie Grower says Bruce has an amazing pepper garden update video. See, so Okie Grower's a grower, right? And loved your pepper update video. Loved it. Thank you very much, Okie Grower. Thank you so much for checking it out. And Fluff, all the way from Australia, thank you very much for coming in. Yeah, plants need NPK is what Bruce was kind of leading to. And I think the mixture that that Bruce was alluding to is pepper specific, right? Pepper plants have a specific need for nutrition.
I mean, as far as the NPK, the nitrogen, phosphorus, and let's see, nitrogen, phosphorus, and crap. Now I'm forgetting what the other one is. They all generally take the same thing. Even tomatoes take. They require the same exact nutritional diet, just some higher than the other. But most of the pepper plants, all the pepper plants I've grown, tend to respond very well to the same exact NPK levels that I put in.
Okay. There you go.
And it depends on the phases of the plant. Like when they're babies and when you're trying to get growth out of them, get them to grow tall and big. You want the plants to get a lot of nitrogen. And then like I said, with the flowering stage and the fruiting stage, they really like that phosphorus. And but yeah.
There you go. And Steve Loke says, I think I might have started too late. I live in Southern Cal Desert. So he might have started.
Heat is a very big thing too. These pepper plants love the heat. They'll grow a lot faster. You'll get your productivity will speed up very quickly once the weather warms up. Especially in the beginning of the summertime, you'll see a big difference in growth between then and the beginning of spring, or if you start the plants indoors. Once it starts getting warm, they love it once it gets above 80 degrees, and then they're really set. Once it's like around 90 degrees, it averages, that in your area. The plants absolutely love it.
Question from. I cut you off by accident. What were you saying? What was that last?
It was the temperature. So like these plants it'll make a big difference depending on the temperature, your climate, and also humidity versus dry climate. Because I guess like out in Texas is said that that's like the best condition because these pepper plants like more drier conditions, but you really want that heat. Like perfectly ideal temperature for these plants are around 90 degrees, and you'll see a huge difference in growth and productivity once the average temperature reaches like around 90 degrees. Than if it's like 70 degrees or something in your area.
Okay, thank you. Skip says, is it best to sow a pepper plant in a bucket or directly in the ground?
I've only grown in containers. Other pepper growers who've done everything say that you can get the best results growing into the ground because you're not restricting the root growth. So, and plus it depends on the density of your soil and stuff outside. Like I have to do mine in containers because I live in Georgia, and especially where I'm at, the soil is it's like we got clay in our soil, very thick. And I know pepper plants, the roots do not like trying to grow through really thick soil. So that's why I have mine in containers instead of in ground. But you can till your own, if you got real dense soil where you're living, you can just till the soil or whatever. And then you can go to stores and they do sell in ground garden soil. You would just have to do it yourself to make sure it's got the right nutrient levels, the right nutrients, and you can control the density of the soil that they're grown into. But from other pepper growers, what I've heard them say that you can get more growth putting them in the ground than if you were to put them in like 2-gallon or 5-gallon. Some people will go all out and put them in 10-gallon, and they'll get like 7-8 foot tall pepper plants.
Yeah, yeah. So it's probably proportional in some degree to the space that the roots have to go in the channel.
Yep.
Yep. Nez says, bring the peppers inside and survive the winter and produce again next summer. I've done that myself, and they will continue to go. So yes, Nez, good suggestion. Let me see here. Let's get down to the bottom. River Rat, welcome on in. What's going on? Good to see you. God is great. Thank you for coming in. Shandy Warhol, thank you for coming on in. How long do pepper plants usually last? We've got one that's going on 4 years now. Inevitably, it can go on for a long time, right? If you winter it properly.
I had 3 of my plants: a chocolate bootla, a Carolina Reaper, and chocolate bootla, Carolina Reaper, and chocolate bootla and Carolina Reaper. I had one of each of those last me 3 years. And the only reason why I finally discarded them was because I did some different things. I only have my bedroom to have all my stuff in, and I did some different things with my bedroom. So now, where I had saved some of my plants in my bedroom, I now have my computer desk in that area. I just don't have the space to really do it anymore. But I did have 2 of my plants last 3 years, and I had a couple of my Primotalii plants that lasted me 2 years before I had to intentionally discard them. For the
So Fluff, I hope that answers your question. So your 4 years is not much different than 3 and 2 years, right? You can winter them. Nez mentioned the same thing. Mm-hmm. It's just a matter of bringing them inside and making sure they're getting some sunlight, make sure they're warm, and going through the winter. I left some plants outside here, and they had peppers all year round because it's relatively warm here. Now it gets cold, and that's what kind of got to them. Plus, a dog ate part of the branch, and animals.
Mm-hmm. I know all about that.
Pardon me?
I know all about that.
Yeah,
dogs tearing up my pepper plants.
Right. God is great. Smash the thumbs up. God is great says if you could share it out, thumbs up. That'd be great. Leave a comment afterward. Be awesome. It's amazing how many people come in here because you share it out. It's amazing, guys. Let me see. I want to get to the bottom so we can begin our pepper eating here. It's great to have you all in here. That's right. God is great. Smash that thumbs up, says Skip. Awesome having you in here, Shandy. I really appreciate it. Good. I'm curious to see what you come up with there. God is great. God is great says Japan is working on special hybrid peppers. That's awesome. Bruce, why don't you tell the news on Pepper X that you heard today?
Yeah, I just heard it today. It was a video released by First We Feast. It's that YouTube show where celebrities get interviewed while they're eating a gauntlet of spicy wings. So they featured Ed Curry, the guy that created the Carolina Reaper pepper. That's been in the Guinness Book World Records. It's been the record holder since it was either 2012 or 2013. And finally, this mythical Pepper X that's been going into their last dab sauces was featured on their show today. And Guinness had made an appearance and awarded Ed Curry the official record for the new world's hottest pepper. So turned out all the hype that Ed Curry had been putting out for the Pepper X was true all along. I had my doubts, but it turned out it was the real deal. The thing they got it reaching almost 2.7 million Scoville on average. That's not even what its peak potential is. That's the average. Carolina Reaper's average was 1.5. You'll hear people say they go up to 2.2. That's probably true, but it's very rare. So Ed Curry said he's had his Pepper X peppers tested in the past to be over 3 million Scoville, so that might be true. But Guinness has an average temperature of almost 2.7 million. And up to this point, that has been in like extract level. Like you'd have to get into pepper extracts and powders to experience that kind of burn. And now, it's official. He's got a pepper that puts out that kind of heat.
It's funny, guys. The other day, and I knew nothing about this the other day. I said that the person who comes out with the next hottest pepper, like Pepper X, they would document the heat. They would get it documented. They did. And that pepper being documented would have to make a lot of money because you don't document the heat. You don't try to set world records unless you can make money off of it, guys. You don't want to spend all this money documenting the heat and all this stuff, and you're not going to make money off of it. This is the new Reaper, right?
Yeah, it's literally like well, he says it's like 3 times the heat or whatever. You would probably experience that, but yeah, the Reaper had the record for a long time. Now this is the next level. So that's quite a jump. That's over 1 million Scoville units in a jump. That's a lot for a pepper.
It is. One comment here from Steve Loke too. He says, my Serrano plant produced about 40 peppers through the same everything as the jalapenos that produced 2 or 3 peppers, which makes sense, right? Because just what you were saying before, right?
Could be the genetic of
different plant
that grew as jalapeno plants. That could be the case.
Yep. Thanks for sharing that, Steve. What's on the menu tonight? Bruce, by the way, what is on the menu? Hey, Doc, welcome. What is on the menu for you tonight?
Well, so there's a couple peppers I do want to try out of this box. I'm going to start with the lesser of the two. It's going to be, I guess you said you had tried one of these already. It's that Bismarck chocolate. I think my camera's on reverse mode, so you might be reading things backwards. So it's going to be this pepper right here. I'll be trying that first. And I do want to try the purple Carolina Reapers. I've honestly only ever tried the classic red Carolina Reapers before, and there's a lot of variants out there. So I'm kind of anxious to see what that tastes like. But that's going to be my second pepper. Because these Reapers have a habit of hitting the stomach awfully quick. So I want to wait till I've tried the first pepper before I eat that. And if it does hit my stomach while I'm on video, I do say I do have a little bit of milk on standby. It's not for my mouth. I don't need relief for these peppers, but I may have to get some milk on top of the pepper, on top of the Reaper in my stomach to quench it, so I can last for the rest of the video. So y'all have seen us eat these peppers, no problem. It has nothing to do with quenching any burn in the mouth because we don't need milk to, we're used to these things. But yeah, I want to try one of these purple Reapers.
There you go. So we're going to do purple Reapers for Bruce. I am going to do purple chocolate Morugas. And Bruce, I've done purple chocolate Morugas before. What was your take on the purple chocolate Moruga?
I've never tried it before. I've had the only Morugas I've had the red Moruga Scorpion, the real popular one, the chocolates that I grow, and the yellow.
Okay, I thought you did. Okay. And God is Great says, that's weird. I'm growing some peppers in the snow in Japan. Well, if you're growing peppers in the snow in Japan, I need some seeds.
Mm-hmm. Are you talking about the Primotalii X pepper that's in here?
Primotalii chocolate Moruga.
Yeah, exactly. I've got one that says Primotalii X chocolate Moruga on there.
Yep.
So I don't know what the Moruga is for, but I did try one of these off camera. It was the next day after we made that first video eating out of this box,
That's what I was talking
and
about.
it tastes like it tastes like a classic Primotalii. It tastes like one of my chocolate Primatalis. Identical taste. The burn was very similar, very identical. No hotter, no less.
Welcome.
I don't taste Moruga in it, but I mean it might be some kind of hybrid. I don't know.
Patty and Mike, thank you very much for coming in. The Carnivore Cabbie. By the way, the Carnivore Cabbie, if we could put the link to his latest video, I shared it on my community tab, by the way. He talks about day 50, I believe, in some of the trials and tribulations and mindset that he has. And Mike, it was a great video. I really enjoyed it. Patty Fish, thank you so much for coming in. Let me see here. Yeah, the beautiful Miss Patty Fish. You got that right. Corner Clubhouse Cobalt, thank you very much for coming in. I want to make sure we get to the... I'm so sorry, but I have to go. Hey, Kim, no problems at all, man. If you can just come in and say hi and then scoot out, that's great. This is a rotten time, guys. We just do it because we can make it, you know, for whatever it is. 8-foot tall plants. Wow. But, you know, Skip, honestly, that's not going to happen your first year. Sarcastic Storage Stacker, welcome. Lloyd's, welcome. Just Fishing UK, thank you very much. Yeah, you always have my support, my friend. Always have my support. We're big fans of Lloyd's here. I can cut the stem and they regrow. I leave them out in the snow in the winter. It's amazing. It's amazing. I'd love to have a plant like that and test it out here.
I did that with overwintering my plants a couple years ago. I trimmed the roots on them so I could downsize them in the containers, and then stuck them in my bedroom, and then trimmed the branches and stuff down just to save space until I was able to put them out again the next year. You gotta be very careful. You can't. A lot of the plants can die off. You gotta be very careful about trimming the roots. So.
Thank you, Lance Makuge. Thank you for coming in. Mike, thank you for sharing links. Thank you so much, family. 1 million Scoville units. That's 50 shades of hurt. I knew a guy that planted bell peppers close to one of his hot peppers, and he ended up with bell peppers that started out sweet, and then the heat snuck up on you. I don't know if it can happen like that. I think it can happen after you get a new season, right, Bruce? After you get a new season of cross-pollination, and you can have the plants intermix with each other. Isn't that right?
Most pepper plants that I'm aware of, they're all compatible with cross-pollinating with each other. That's how a lot of the extremely hot ones, like the Primatalis, the yellow Fatali pepper is not that was used to create the Primotalii, was not a super hot. So like the way Ed Curry puts it, a lot of his hottest peppers that he's ever created came from mixing a cross-pollinating one of his super hots with one of the milder peppers. Typically, if you cross two super hots, you're not going to get a higher heat than what both of those were. But for some reason, the cannabinoids that are in the milder peppers can create even a bigger monster if you cross-pollinate them with one of the super hots. It's really weird how it works that way, but I guess that's how it is.
Interesting. I didn't know that. And Lloyd's, it's okay. You're here, and that's all that matters. And welcome. Bud Files, welcome. Lance Makuge, thank you for coming on in. I'm trying to get to the bottom so we can start eating peppers. 351. Thank you. I appreciate everyone making the journey in here, guys. We got 16 in the house. I don't know if that's the right number. It seems a little low from the number of people are in here, but it's okay. Thanks for sharing links, Mike. Appreciate it. Everyone knows everyone here. Michael's Drones and RCs. Ashley, we love you. Thank you very much for being in here. And Riverette, thank you so much. Skip, thank you so much. Let me see. Patty Fish, we love you. Kevin Fishes, thank you very much. Kevin Fishes, I was just on his live today and I shared him out. This is the first time I've been on his live, I believe, and I really like the guy. This guy is so pleasant on camera, and he's great with it. He's very interactive. Kevin, welcome. I'm going to be on your lives. Actually, Ashley was in there as well. It was my pleasure being on your lives. Thanks for taking so long. Thank you very much for being in here, Lance. All right, we're making it down. Everyone's doing awesome in here. John P. Adventures from across the pond, welcome. What are we eating tonight? Well, I'm trying to get to it. This thing keeps on throwing me, guys. Youper, welcome. Pontoon Jody, welcome. See, we're this my fat. Okay, 1 second. Oh my God, it's going to do it to me again, guys. Jefferson Einstein, thank you very much for coming in. Okay, I think we're at the bottom now. Bruce, I've got 3 Primotalii X chocolate Morugas in front of me. I don't know if I'm going to eat them all. I know I'm going to eat 2 at once. I'm going to eat 2 at once. What are you going to start off with? Because you get honors today. And guys, I want to thank Bruce for being here tonight. You know, he's got a job. Just went back to work, surgery, work, and all that, and he finally has a chance to make it, and he did at the last minute. Thank you very much, Bruce.
So first one I'll be doing is the Bismarck chocolate. That it says on here the average Scoville heat unit rating is between 750,000. They can get up to 1.2 million. So they can get up to a little more than a ghost pepper.
Wow.
I've never tried them before, so I got it, and I love these chocolate pods. Really good.
I'm pulling some seeds out before I eat these.
Let's get a good close up of this thing. Nice and bumpy.
There we go. Got my seeds. I don't want to be touching my junk after this, guys. No junk touching. No junk touching. Guys, I appreciate everyone being here. This is a rotten time of night. Yeah, that's right. Flathead Queen, Pontoon Jody. You got that right. It's great to have Steve, Ozark Bound Outdoors. Welcome. Adrian. Love having you, Adrian. You know what I think about you. Bruce, are you ready?
I'm ready. Here we go.
Here we go. Let's do it.
Well, I tell you, these stems on these peppers that were sent don't like pulling off the peppers very well, but got the stem off. Here we go. That tastes a lot like when my chocolate chocolate Moruga peppers. You know what I just got? There was another pepper growing inside of this pepper. I just bit into it.
Wow.
Literally, I could feel. I just bit into another little pepper that was growing inside of it.
Thank you, Mike.
At least I hope that was a pepper, not a bug.
Oh, it's probably a gigantic caterpillar. Don't let that make you puke, though.
You're gonna make me lose that.
Okie Grower says Bruce is a warrior. Bruce Podslayer Cook, Okie Grower. It's Bruce Podslayer Cook. And, Bruce is so much more advanced in his knowledge of peppers and stuff. It's great having him on.
Yeah, that's down.
Wow, it's 12:30 there in London. Carnivore Cabbie. Mike, it's good seeing you, bud. Jefferson Einstein, welcome. Friday, October 20th.
Have close relation to the chocolate scorpion pepper. Flavors very close to it. The shape and everything, the phenotype's close to it, and the locations of the burn, the type of sting that I'm getting, just like my chocolate scorpion peppers. So I'm just getting it on the edges of my tongue, a little bit on the underside tip of my tongue, and it just got a hiccup out of me. So it's just barely more than a 1 out of 10. More than a 1 out of 10 right now.
1 out of 10. Tinkerbell, welcome. Well, Bruce's face is melting. Tinkerbell, welcome. Face and Ace. Happy birthday this Friday. I'll look for your alert and we can help celebrate that with you. Let me see. There we go. Okay.
Not a lot of burn in the mouth, but it's got me hiccuping. It's weird.
And it's not that hot, right?
Nah, it's a little more than a ghost. So I think that 1.2 million potential that it said it has is pretty accurate. It's about a little hotter on average than the red ghost pepper.
Red ghost pepper, I felt. Pardon me?
Little runny nose. So yeah, it's actually it feels like the heat is already dropping. It's really weird. That went up and down really quick. It already feels like it's below 1 already, and the burn migrated to the back of the underside of my tongue. But that's like all. I'm not getting it around my mouth, not my throat or anything. So it's like the edges of my tongue calm down, and it's just in the middle. It's even still dropping even right now. That went up and down really quick.
Do you want me
Still
to
got
do
my
a pepper?
nose and eyes running though.
Yeah. Oh. All right. You want to do another pepper right now, or do you want to wait and let me do one and then you can go, or what?
Oh wait, I gotta make sure. I gotta see how my stomach reacts to it.
Okay. So
I didn't
I'm
put
gonna.
very much. I did have a little more than a glass of milk, but I only ate 2 little tiny scoops of peanut butter. I didn't realize I didn't have very much peanut butter left after I prepped last time. So I'll be all right though.
I went one day and my wife had made peanut butter jelly sandwiches for the grandsons. There was nothing. I had nothing. I was left with nothing. It was like I was wrung out to dry. It was awesome.
I couldn't do that.
Let me see here. I'm going to make sure we got everyone that's come in. Okay, good. We've got 20 in here. I'm going to eat 2, guys. These are 2. I see the cut I put in here. You can see inside a little bit. A lot of seeds. Let me show you the bottom in here. A lot of seeds. These are Primotalii X chocolate Moruga. So it's probably a chocolate Primotalii, I'm guessing, with a Moruga.
I know they taste identical to my chocolate Primotalii, so that sounds right.
Okay, so now that Mike can go to sleep after he knows that we've lit our stomachs on fire, right, Mike? You can go to bed. Hey, Eddie, how you doing, bud? So we're eating. Bruce, what did you just eat, Bruce?
It's the Bismarck chocolate. I'm guessing it's close relation to the chocolate scorpion pepper.
Did you like the pepper?
I honestly did. I love my chocolate scorpion peppers, and it tastes very similar. I liked it.
Yes, peppers do cross-pollinate.
That had a lot of meat to it, a lot of girth. That was a pretty heavy pepper. I wouldn't be surprised if that would have weighed at like 12 grams at least.
And Bruce, the question is, do peppers cross-pollinate? The answer is yes,
yes,
right?
Definitely.
Definitely.
You can actually take a Carolina Reaper and a bell pepper, and they will cross, and you can get a hybrid out of it. So
but if they're
it really don't matter what kind of pepper it is. They will all cross-pollinate.
Hey, Jeffrey, welcome. So we're going to eat 2 Primotalii X chocolate Morugas. I'm going to eat 2 of them at the same time. 2. And I've got a third one here if the heat isn't getting me up enough. These range from 1.2 to 2 million. And it's important to understand, guys, there's a range. These aren't tested. They're kind of like eaten, and then people go, oh, this is kind of how hot these are. I think that's how it works. Jeffrey Allen, it's great seeing you on YouTube. And Elgin Benz, welcome. If someone would drop Elgin Benz's link, that would be great. 1, 2, 3. 1. Mm-hmm.
That thing still got my eyes watering though. Like I got almost nothing left in my mouth. I got a little tiny tingle at the under the middle of my tongue, but still got my eyes watering the same.
A lot of pepper.
I'm wondering if maybe I should save seeds out of one of these Primotalii X peppers. I like the looks of these things.
Cheers, everyone. Tongue's a little bit burning. Got 21 in the house for being here, guys. I want to make sure we recognize everyone. Good seeing you, Jeffrey. Good seeing you, Elgin. Love having you here, ladies. I'm going to eat the third one. Ready, Bruce?
There you go.
Tongue is just around the edge. Nothing in my throat, nothing in my stomach. Mouth is zero.
I didn't feel anything in my stomach yet either.
Vegas Paranormal, welcome.
The Reaper might change that though.
Love having you here, Lance. Starting to pick up some heat. Outside of my tongue is a decent 1. Love my cigars. Nose started to run. Probably eyes will be right after it. Well, if she blows her nose during the gummy bear challenge, I don't know what that does. Might hurt. We are eating a Bismarck chocolate. That's what Bruce had. I ate 3 Primotalii X chocolate Morugas. My tongue's at a 1. Smoking a cigar. I feel like I have a seed in my throat. I like your chocolate Primatalis more than these. These have a little bit. Pardon me?
So I like my chocolate Primatalis quite a bit. Like they were pretty identical. Like I said, I ate one of these Primotalii X chocolate Morugas the day after we did that first video. Right. And they tasted pretty identical. Now my chocolate Primatalis, I think they got a little more of a fruity taste to them. Yeah, it's a little bit more pungent, but it's a close to an identical flavor to me.
I'm at a 1. I'm at a 1. My tongue, it's interesting. How would I rate that? Yeah, I'm at a 1. Good having you here, Steve. Vegas.
Yeah, that Primotalii X that I ate that next night, that actually got me up to a 4 out of 10. It got me up there pretty high. And then it quickly it became a problem for my stomach. I haven't had a pepper hit my stomach that quick in a long time. I had almost nothing in my stomach already, so I guess that would
you mean that I just ate, Bruce?
Yep. Yeah, it hit my stomach like within a couple minutes after I ate it. But I was on almost a nearly empty stomach anyways.
Yeah, well, I did that the other day when I ate them, and I thought I was going to get sick right after. I had some yogurt, and I had yogurt and went away immediately. Okay, so Bruce had a Bismarck chocolate. It's 750 to 1.2 million.
I'm going to be doing a Purple Carolina Reaper next.
He's going to be doing a Purple Carolina Reaper.
See if I get the light on it.
3 Primotalii X chocolate Morugas. They're at 1.2 to 2 million.
There we go. It's got that classic Carolina Reaper look, but you get, on top of being red, there's like a little shade of purple in it.
It's awesome. They look
really
awesome.
Interesting looking pepper.
They look awesome.
Yeah, these are some really nice phenotypes that this lady grows.
Right, I agree. So I hope that answers your question, guys. Welcome, MB Heritage. What 205 wild action? We're eating some super hots for you tonight. Some good ones too. Some really good peppers. Bruce, you want to go?
Yep, here we go. Purple Carolina Reaper. Get that stem. Here we go. Well, this one's pretty bitter.
Oh yeah.
I was starting to get a lot of fruitiness up front, but I'm getting bombarded with bitterness.
Huh.
Boy, that is bitter.
I bet, Skip. Thanks for sharing links, guys.
trying to think if I can pick out the Reaper flavor. This does
We-
not taste like a Red Carolina Reaper.
Does it taste like Reaper, did you say? Does it taste like Reaper?
No, I'm not tasting that classic flavor that you get with Red Carolina Reapers that you don't get with hardly any other pepper. I'm not getting that with this.
Right.
So whatever, I feel like I got some of my saliva went up through my nose, my nasal cavity. But I got whatever this was crossed with to make it a purple Carolina Reaper. It completely changed the flavor profile of this thing. Oh, my heat has hardly gone back up at all. I'm like not even close to a 1 out of 10.
Yeah,
but we'll see if it climbs up. So I got a little something extra going on under my tongue right now, but it's hardly budged from when the Bismarck pepper had calmed down. My eyes are starting to run again, though. My eyes are starting to leak.
And this is technically a hotter pepper.
Well, if I give it a minute, I'll see if it goes up. This one's got me salivating big time though. That Bismarck pepper did not have me salivating. I feel like I'm gonna start spitting up. Well, it's got me salivating a lot. Man, all right, yeah. So the other side of my tongue is starting to rise.
Okay,
it's starting to rise, and I'm feeling it in my stomach too. It's not cramping yet.
Mandy, welcome. Bruce has eaten a Bismarck chocolate from 750 to 1.2 million. He also just ate a purple Carolina Reaper at 1.6 million-ish. It's good to have you, Mandy. And I ate some other pepper here. So
the other side of my tongue, I could give it a 1 out of 10 now. It's a different burn than that Bismarck though. This has got like a really deep burn to it. I feel like
hope you're all having a great day.
Breathing a seed. Well, this one's really got my eyes watering.
It's funny what sets it off. I'm telling you, doesn't take much. Not for me. You're welcome, Mandy. Great to have you.
This one's really got me sweating. Actually, the heat is starting to climb up a little bit more under my tongue. I'm not at a 2 yet, but it's starting to climb. That was like a delayed reaction. Boy, my eyes watering so much right now.
Good having you, bud. It's Aaron's birthday last week too, by the way, guys. Wish him a happy birthday. Such great people in here, guys. Steve,
I say it leveled out. It got close to a 2 out of 10, but not quite. Just in that one little spot under my tongue.
Right. I'm feeling totally comfortable. Totally comfortable. My tongue's still at a 1. It dove down and then it came back up again.
I feel like I'm getting lightheaded too. I can swear I'm starting to feel the endorphins kick in. My hands are getting real fuzzy and I'm starting to feel real bubbly right now.
Good.
Oh yeah, I'm getting lightheaded. Feeling really good right now.
So Bruce is talking about an endorphin rush. Welcome, Randall Rhino. Thank you very much. 205, I appreciate you being in here. Yeah, Reapers are unrelenting and they're very hard pepper.
Yeah, that's definitely an endorphin rush because my heat just dropped right off real fast. Yeah. I just dropped way below 1, like just real quick. Endorphins will do that.
Mike, I appreciate you, bud. Jody, thanks for hanging out. Steve, I appreciate you, bud. They are pretty fiery peppers. And you know what's interesting is Bruce got a really low original rating from the purple Carolina Reaper. Then the heat started picking up, and My tongue is changing the way it's feeling the burn right now. I'm still at a 1, but I had 3 Primotalii chocolate X or Primotalii X chocolate Morugas. They're 1.2 to 2 million. And I would say I'm at the exact same spot Bruce is, because our heat levels aren't that crazy.
No. Yeah, it's 1.6 million Scoville ain't that high. Uh-oh. I think we lost Johnny.
Good night, ladies.
Yeah, we lost you for a second.
We're going to lose me every once in a while. It's just out here. We have an old house with plaster and lath and insulation. I doubt it, but plaster and lath and stucco, the old real stucco, not the foam board stucco.
Yeah.
Bruce is getting cooked. He had an endorphin rush, and an endorphin rush. I had my first one the other day, I think. But
yeah.
I think you explained it to me that when I had it. I think you were explaining what it was, and
with the 3 chocolate Primotalis.
Yeah.
Yeah, the way you were describing it, that sounded like you had endorphins going through you.
Well, it dropped off. I didn't have a rating, guys. It just dropped off. It just went nothing. All right. So, let me have a drink of water here. I'm feeling awesome.
I wasn't a very big fan of the flavor of that Purple Carolina Reaper. That wasn't. Maybe it was just that one.
Right.
Maybe I'll try another one of those the next time we eat some peppers. I might be able to do it Wednesday or Thursday this week, and we'll see if it's different. But the one I just ate was very bitter. Very, very bitter. Almost like if you got peppers coming off your plant, when they're still green and very young, nowhere close to ripening. If you eat them, they'll be super bitter. That's what I got from that pepper.
Right.
It was just extremely bitter. Little fruitiness up front, no sweetness, but just a lot of bitterness. Wasn't a really big fan of that.
And it's funny because I had a Bismarck chocolate. I had a Bismarck chocolate before the show. I told Bruce that I didn't like it at all. Now I've got to have another one because maybe I just had a bad pepper.
Yeah, I liked that one. That was good.
That's all right, Mike. You can drop out now if you need to, but I just appreciate you being in here. Again, Carnivore Cabbie has a new 50-day carnivore diet update. You're going to want to check it out. He's always so well spoken, but he's also going through a few things, and I think it's a great video to check out, guys. Oh no, Nez is not going to make the pepper painting. I'm going to look like Pee Wee Herman with a pepper for antlers or something like that. It's going to be something crazy. So how are you right now? Where would you say you're at?
A little bit tingling. There ain't no heat, no burning. It's just maybe at the edge of my tongue, just in the front. I got a little bit of tingling, but I don't know if I could call it heat or burning though.
Right.
Just a little bit of tingling left over, just lingering. After I started getting lightheaded, just the burn went away real quick. So that made it close to a 2 out of 10 overall.
Guys, you saw some really great. And if someone would share Bruce Podslayer Cook's link, you have an anime character, correct? Not an anime, but
it's an anime character. It's from that anime show. A lot of people will be familiar with it, called Dragon Ball Z. It's a character called Android 17. It's just like it looks like a teenager with long, dark, black hair.
And Nez, if you paint that painting and you make it a decent size, it'll go up in my studio. I've got another painting from another artist. They sent me. I haven't even unboxed it yet.
I got a little bit of warmth in my stomach, but luckily no cramps yet.
Yeah, my stomach is totally doing awesome. Like, it's totally doing awesome. and sunglasses. Listen to the Nez. You and Aaron cannot talk anymore. You're like abandoned and forgotten whales. And enough
I'm still getting a bitter
carnival.
aftertaste from that thing. It's nasty.
Nasty, huh?
Yeah, I still got the aftertaste from that purple reaper. The bitter taste to it. It's nasty. Like I can still taste all the that fruitiness flavor. You know what? If you're as long as it doesn't burn your mouth too much, you'll be able to pick up on the flavor profiles, and they'll continue to linger, so you'll get the flavor throughout the entire experience. And I'm still tasting the fruitiness, but that bitterness was just a little bit overwhelming. I'm still tasting it.
Guys, I love the chat. You guys are insane. I don't want to tell you something. I'm just sitting here cracking up at the absolute mischief in the chat about what you're going to paint me as. I don't even want to know. I think it's going to be something be like the back end of an elephant with some antlers on it or something like that. I have no idea. But thank you very much. Yeah, well, every once in a while you get that pepper that just sticks it to you, right? With bad taste, and it's like, oh my god, oh my god. I am thinking we are at 56 minutes. We'll end in 4 minutes.
Oh wow, well that time went by quick.
Well, we shared a lot of information about pepper plants and growing and stuff, which is awesome. That's what people come in here for. Um, and they want to see a good burn. You can't find Bruce's link. Patty, if you go to one of the Pepper Mayhems with Bruce and I's picture, and you go to the description, you can find his link in there. That may help you. I hope that helps. Oh, that's all right, Aaron. Thank you very much for being here. I just appreciate you showing. That's all that I care about. Oh my God, listen to you guys. You guys are insane. Yeah, and you'll be able to find it in the description. I put it in, I think, the last Pepper Mayhem or whatever it was. Well, if there was no YouTube, I wouldn't do these. I wouldn't do these peppers. I would eat sriracha. I would live a very normal life. Bruce and I would never have met. But I do this because it's now kind of fun. You get to um, uh, uh, you get to experiment with some of these peppers that you would never even dream of that they existed. Right? I mean, who would have thought some of these peppers existed? Hey, Dink, how you doing? Welcome, bud. We are at 58 minutes. We're going to end in. Let me see, Jefferson. Let me see what Jefferson said. You troublemakers. Funny that the peppers never taste good by any means, and why would you do anything that without? You know what, Jefferson? That's enough from you. They're teaming up on us, Bruce. They're teaming up on us. Chad is just getting kind of ornery. They're a tough crowd in here. You better put meat on your eyes tonight because the next one.
Like 9 out of every 10 peppers I've ever had, well, even more than that. They're all great tasting peppers. Just once in a while, you'll get that anomaly. You'll get a pepper that just kind of off-putting. It's been a lot. I've had dozens and dozens and dozens of peppers this year, and well, probably more than 100 between on camera and off camera. And that was maybe one of two peppers that I ate that was bitter like that. And it just happened to be tonight. So.
Duggar, welcome. Appreciate you, bud. Appreciate you. Yeah, no, we're at 59 minutes and 33 seconds. I want to thank Bruce coming on in. Duggar, thank you for coming on in. Dink over Stink, thank you for coming on in. Love our freedom, Redbird. Thank you, Red. Appreciate you coming in. Everyone that came into chat today and gave us hell, thank you. Everyone who is sarcastic, I appreciate you more than you can possibly imagine. I want to thank our special guest today, Bruce Podslayer Cook, who fought through schedules and life to make it live today. And it's I just want to thank you, Bruce, for being here. Thank you very much.
Yeah, my pleasure.
And everyone in chat, I appreciate you beyond any measure. You know that. Thank you all for being here. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Bruce, do you have anything further to say?
Well, I'll try to get out some more videos on my channel here soon. Just since
Okay.
I've recovered from this hip surgery, I've been back to working full time, and just hard to get get anything up. So, but I'll have some videos of my own coming up here soon.
Last final words to the moderators today who worked really hard to protect the channel and to make sure that links are shared, make sure everyone was welcome here on the channel. I want to thank each and every one of you. You know who you are, and I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much, everyone. Bruce Podsawyer Cook is link is shared by Patty Fish there. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a great night. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we are out of here. Thank you very much, Bruce.
See you guys.